Hi, and welcome to the moviesummary.com. And today we are going to be talking about the summary of The House of the Dragon, Episode 7. Let's start. The episode is called Driftmark. The episode started with the funeral of Lady Lena. Daemon and the kids were back in the Driftmark. Everybody was there. The Targaryens, Valyrians, the guards, even Sir Otto Hightower, his back being the king's hand. The submerging of Lady Lena's body to the sea proceeded. From the sea we came, to the sea we return. Everyone's mourning for the death of Lady Lena, except Jace, Princess Rhaenyra's firstborn. He was mourning for the death of Sir Harwin Strong instead. He then went to Lady Lena's children after his mother told him that Valyrians matter more than Strongs. The death of the Strongs left Lord Larry Strong the head of Harrenhal. Lord Larry Strong was there in the funeral too, chancing to talk to the Queen, but the Queen's very distant to him. In the previous and in this episode, Princess Helena, the Queen's second child, is shown to be a fan of insects. She talks to them and takes care of them, which Prince Aegon find it weird. Lord Corlys then approached Lucerys, the second child of Princess Rhaenyra. Lord Corlys promised him that he will inherit the Driftmark, but the young boy refused, stating that he is to become the Lord of Driftmark only because of the death of the people before him. Prince Laenor seemed to be very depressed over the death of his sister. He wanted to kill himself, but Sir Carl was there to the rescue. The king chanced to talk to Prince Daemon, asking him to come back to the King's Landing. He prepared a position for him in the kingdom, but Daemon declined the king. The king insisted that they must put aside the quarrels in the past and move on. As Daemon exits, Sir Otto tried to give his condolences, but Daemon answered, "No matter how much the leech grows, it's still always wanting for another meal to devour." Princess Rhaenyra followed Daemon, while the king called Queen Alicent Aema, the name of his first wife, the late queen. Lord Corlys and his wife, Princess Rhaenys, are discussing about the poor thing happened to their daughter. An argument started. Princess Rhaenys was talking about how Lord Corlys wanting the Iron Throne very much. Princess Rhaenys blamed Lord Corlys for what happened to their daughter. His desire to the Iron Throne brought their children doom. But Lord Corlys still insisted that Princess Rhaenys is more deserving to the crown than King Viserys. The crown that Princess Rhaenys already given up long time ago, but Lord Corlys hasn't moved on. Princess Rhaenys then mentioned that Lord Corlys must announce to everybody that Lady Lena's daughter Baela should inherit the Driftmark. But Lord Corlys denied it. He wanted Prince Lucerys to heir Driftmark. Princess Rhaenys protested that Prince Lucerys don't deserve the Driftmark since he is not their blood. She also believed that the father of Princess Rhaenyra's sons is not Lord Laenor, but Lord Corlys didn't mind. He said that history do not remember blood but names. Princess Rhaenyra and Prince Daemon are taking a walk. In this scene, Princess Rhaenyra confirmed that the father of her children is Sir Harwin. Her and Laenor try their best to produce an offspring, but they were unsuccessful. They don't enjoy it. As the talk goes on, Princess confronted Prince Daemon of leaving her alone in King's Landing. Daemon abandoned her, she said. Prince Daemon had his reasons. According to him, he was just protecting the princess since she was still very young. Their talk proceeded to intimacy between them. Princess Rhaenyra and Prince Daemon slept together. While Aemond, the king's second son, is sneaking towards Vhagar, Lady Lena's dragon, the biggest dragon. After a couple of attempts, he successfully tamed Vhagar and was able to ride on it. He was having a good time. This was seen by Lady Lena's children, and they woke Jacaerys up to tell him what they saw. Daemon and Princess Rhaenyra have seen it too. The kids, Lady Lena's twins and Princess Rhaenyra's sons, met to confront Aemond about the dragon. Aemond claimed the dragon to be his now. This resulted to a bloody fight among the kids, which Aemond and Princess Rhaenyra's sons are more engaged. Aemond called Princess Rhaenyra's sons bastards, and they deserved to die in fire just like their father, Lord Harwin Strong. This made Jacaerys more angry, grabbing his dagger ready to attack Aemond. But Aemond is way more stronger than him, that made him fall to the ground. Aemond was holding a rock as he was ready to kill Jacaerys with this. Lucerys picked the dagger and sliced Aemond's eye. The guards came and stopped the fight. The fight brought chaos to the families. Aemon's one eye is now blind. All the kids blamed Aemon. Lord Corlys and his wife then came, as well as Princess Rhaenyra and Daemon. The king's very mad, but the queen's even more mad than others. The king commanded Aemon to tell the whole truth, but the queen insisted that it is Aemon who's the victim and says that Princess Rhaenyra's kids wanted to kill Aemon. Princess Rhaenyra defended her kids, saying that they were just defending themselves. Also, she mentioned that Aemon's insults provoked them more. The king asked what insults. The princess kids told the king that Aemon called them bastards. Princess Rhaenyra instilled to everybody that her son is the heir of the Iron Throne, and what Aemon said is the highest of treason. She insisted that Aemon must be questioned furtherly of his slanders. The queen didn't like it, saying that her son just lost an eye, but the king questioned Aemon and demanded an answer. Aemon said that it was Prince Aegon, his brother, who told him. The king is very mad, aiming at Aegon, asking him who told him these lies. But Aegon just replied plainly, "We know, everyone knows, just look at them." This brought silence among people until the king instructed the people who are involved to apologize to each other. But the queen said it is not enough. She demanded a payment for her son's lost eye. The king tried to tell her that her emotions shouldn't control her judgment, but she didn't listen. She demanded Sir Criston Cole to give her Lucerys' eye in return, which Sir Criston Cole refused to do so. The queen went more furious when the king announced that whoever questioned the parentage of Princess Rhaenyra's sons, their tongue should be removed. Out of her anger, she snatched the king's dagger in the intention of killing Princess Rhaenyra. There was a chaos. The queen didn't listen to the king and her father to release the blade. The queen's very mad that Princess Rhaenyra always gets her way and still feel entitled even after having his son's one eye blind. The princess provoked the queen more by saying that the queen is tired of pretending being righteous and moral, and now she's showing her true colors in front of people. This made the queen cut the prince's arm using the king's Valyrian steel blade. Bloods are dripping, people are silent. Then Aemon commented that the queen don't need to mourn for him. He added, "He may lost an eye, but he gained a dragon." In the morning, the queen received an audience. Her father, Sir Otto Hightower, the new hand of the king. The queen had admitted that she disgraced herself in front of people. Rumors might spread that she has gone mad. Sir Otto answered that he has never seen this side of her daughter. He then added that they play an ugly game, and Sir Otto has now seen how desperate the queen is to win. The queen is worried that the king will favor Princess Rhaenyra more this time. But her father said that the king will surely forgive her since he has no choice. She just needs to be persistent and show the king that she regrets. Sir Otto promised the queen that both of them will prevail one day. He added that Aemon just added another dragon to their side, the biggest dragon, Vhagar. As we know, Lord Laenor was not present in the events last night. He then appeared in the morning to Princess Rhaenyra, expressing his regrets of not being there and not being able to defend his wife and his family. They had a good talk. As we recall, Princess Rhaenyra and Lord Laenor had an agreement before the wedding. In their marriage, they've been considerate to each other, supporting one another, but Laenor admitted that he failed Rhaenyra. He failed their marriage. Princess Rhaenyra admitted that she wanted to bear his children, and things might be different now. Lord Laenor regretted why he was made as the way he is, liking men and not women. But Princess Rhaenyra is being very supportive to him, and cheered him up, calling him an honorable and good man. Lord Laenor then shifted the talk that Sir Carl is leaving to Stepstones to fight Triarchy. He then promised Princess Rhaenyra that he will leave his desires to be with Sir Carl, and he will give up his wants to fight this night. He is recommitting himself again to Princess Rhaenyra, promising to strengthen their house as the day of her succession to the Iron Throne comes. He will prepare the boys to be the princes of the realm. He will be there for Princess Rhaenyra along the way. Though Princess Rhaenyra tried to stop him, Lord Laenor insisted to be a deserving and better husband this time. The king and the queen are traveling back to the capital. The queen apologized to the king, but the king just ignored it, and said that they will not talk about what happened ever again. Dragon Vhagar went home with them. On the ship, Lord Larry Strong approached the queen. He was talking about how Prince Aemon being defiled and how justice was reversed. He then reassures the queen that he is her ally, but the queen just dismissed him, telling him that he will be called one day when she needs someone who has the skill and discretion. Princess Rhaenyra then talked to Daemon. She said that she needs him. She cannot face the Greens alone. I think she meant the Queen and Sir Otto. She wants them to be one. As Daemon, her husband, her prince consort, so that her claim to the throne won't be easily challenged. And of course, Daemon commented that they cannot marry until Lord Laenor is dead. The princess replied, I know. The scene is then shifted to Daemon talking to Sir Carl. He is telling him that his family has no name and is a lowly knight, yet he is very dear to Lord Laenor. He then started talking about the place in Narrow Sea where names don't matter but only wealth. Sir Carl asked Daemon of what he wants. Daemon answered, a quick death, one with witnesses. He then gave him a purse of gold. Daemon is then seen killing someone secretly in the hallway. The next thing happened. Lord Laenor, with his servant, approached Sir Carl, wondering what he's doing in Lord Corlys' hall, his father's hall. A fight then started between Lord Laenor and Sir Carl after Sir Carl stated that Lord Laenor always looked down on him. This alarmed the servant who was in the hall too. He then ran out and called the guards. Before Princess Rhaenys and Lord Corlys could reach the hall, the guards have retrieved a dead body, burned. Princess Rhaenys wept bitterly and Lord Corlys very angry, seeing the body. While these things are going on, Princess Rhaenyra and Prince Daemon are seen talking. We will know the truth of it, and our enemies won't. They will fear what else we might be capable of. The scene then proceeded to Princess Rhaenyra and Prince Daemon being wed, having their kids as the witnesses. In the last part of the show, it is seen that the man running towards the boat where Sir Carl is. It is Lord Laenor, having a bald head now. They then sail to the ocean with a big ship behind them. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please support this channel by clicking the subscribe button. See you in the next episode!